introduction. I'm really honored to be here with you, Marianne and Thasphia, and with all of our honorees tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to join us on this beautiful night for this really big day for Girls Right Now. So I wanted to begin with just a brief story. In the very early days of Girls Right Now, I stumbled upon a figure named Indra while reading about Buddhism. And Indra is a god, and in some texts a goddess, who has a jeweled net. And each eye of the net hangs a glittering jeweled mirror. And in each jewel you can see every other jewel, as well as the universe of all of the jewels combined. In Indra's jewel net, it's essentially a metaphor for infinite interconnectedness. But for me, Indra also became a symbol, a model for how to build and lead an organization. So every jewel, say every girl, needs to reflect every other jewel, a mentor, a mentee, a volunteer. And it is only through those mutual reflections and connections that the community can function, much less shine. And Girls Right Now is intricately designed according to these kinds of constellations. We start by matching one-to-one emerging teen writers with professional women writers as their personal mentors. Pairs engage in an intensive relationship, writing together each week. Then the full group of mentors and mentees meet to workshop once a month, building a multi-genre portfolio throughout the year. And eventually, girls and their mentors share their work with the world, on stage, in print, and online. And girls in our writing program present at our acclaimed reading series, and girls in our digital media program showcase at our digital exhibition. Both programs publish girls' original work in digital and analog forms, in our award-winning anthology, in our brand new art book, and on our multimedia website. Plus, every year, more than 200 volunteers help make our programs possible and extend our reach with customized support for each girl and each mentor through our program advisory committee and through our college prep and therapy panels. But ultimately, all of this work stems from the sacredness of the mentor-mentee relationship. So take Jocelyn and Brittany. Jocelyn has been a mentor for 7 years and counting. Brittany wrote this about her first encounter with Jocelyn. Her eyes smiled first. They had an explosive sparkle about them, laughing firecrackers anxious to spark. I knew I wanted her to be my mentor. Girls Right Now changed my life at that moment. 4 years ago, Jocelyn worked closely with Brittany to harness her talents, to help teach her the art of editing, until Brittany wrote her way into college with a full scholarship. And just this past weekend, and there's more, just this past weekend, Brittany and Jocelyn came back from Brittany's college graduation. I heard it was quite an event. But the connection of Brittany and Jocelyn, it's not a closed circuit, it radiates outward. Brittany went on to join our youth board and to teach poetry to 6th graders and many other wonderful things. And Jocelyn applied her leadership as a mentor to a new initiative, helping more girls in our programs get scholarships. Kalea is one of those girls. Kalea is a mentee in this year's graduating class, and she recently spoke about her path to college. If it weren't for Arthi, our program coordinator, nominating me for the Posse Scholarship and pushing me to follow through with it, I don't know where I'd be. With her, my college prep panelist, Jocelyn, and my mentor, Joanne's help, as well as the support of all of Girls Right Now, I received a full ride to Dickinson College. 100% of our seniors graduate high school and go on to college. Brittany and Kalea are but two examples, linked by their hard work and their talents and the volunteers who dedicate themselves to helping girls achieve their dreams. The mentoring relationship at Girls Right Now takes on many forms. We have now had multiple generations of mentors who have passed through our programs. We have mothers and daughters who have both served as mentors. We have a mentor alum who's been with us long enough to have 4 of her mentees graduate college and become writers. So these are but a few of the varied patterns that make up the fabric of 17 years worth of relationships and success. Our girls are 93% high need, 94% girls of color from all 5 boroughs and originally from countries around the world. They perform at Lincoln Center, at the White House, at the United Nations. They publish original work in Newsweek, Elle, and AOL. They earn hundreds of Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. And some of them are here with us tonight. So I'd just like to take a moment and ask all the mentees and their mentors, past and present in the room, to please stand so that we can acknowledge you. Thank you, ladies. So after nearly 2 decades of creating award-winning programs and building a solid foundation to support them, Girls Right Now stands poised for the next stage of growth. Starting last fall, we embarked on an intensive strategic planning process to guarantee the long-term success of Girls Right Now. Our process was guided by the principle of giving voice to the community. After feedback from more than 100 stakeholders, we emerged with a refreshed mission statement and a plan to double our mentor-mentee pairs in 3 years, deepen our college readiness program, and enrich our alumni network. Again, these priorities are grounded in the mentor-mentee relationship, as well as the organization's commitment to supporting the larger needs of our girls for as long as we can, giving them a platform to share their stories and to affect change. Our future goals are organic and necessary, but they're also ambitious. And so that is why a night like tonight, in which new and old friends connect, has so much power and potential to support the next generation. My heartfelt thanks to our passionate board, to our staff, and to our volunteers who have made tonight possible. I'm grateful to our host and our honorary committees, to our sponsors, and to our donors. Each individual and institution supports us through their talents and through outreach to their own dazzling networks, thereby casting an even wider net. A single generous act sends positive ripples across the infinite net, touching every jewel, every mentor and mentee, every future writer. From Brooklyn to Bangladesh to China, our girls are lifelong ambassadors for hope and change. And by being here tonight, you make that happen. So I just want to personally thank you for supporting our girls. Thanks.